Hi, this is Marc Morrell from ToonBarn, and I'm here with Gerrianne
Raphael.
I wanted to make sure I got that pronounced right.
That's right.
And she used to play Pumyra on Thundercats. And can you tell me what years you were playing Pumyra on Thundercats?
Oh my goodness, that I'm not good at. It was the end of the 80s, and I don't remember. 86, 87, 88, I don't remember. I really don't. But it was Pumyra and Chilla.
And Chilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was my bad character. Pumyra was the noble character.
Right. Speaking of the noble part of it,
yes.
All right. In your mind, when you were told that you were going to be Pumyra on Thundercats, how did that start off?
I'd already done another cartoon for them called Karate Cat, and I had played a character called Big Mama, which was a very different sound than Pumyra. Karate Cat as Big Mama, I had a very gravelly voice, and played several other characters on that as well. And then they just cast me as Pumyra because they wanted to add another woman to Thundercats.
Okay, other than Chitara.
Exactly.
Okay. Was it something where you got a call and said, you got to come in and do these things?
I did not audition for Pumyra. They just cast me because they liked me from the other cartoon, and they knew that I had a very large range and could do a variety of things with my voice, and so they just hired me.
And back then, did they give you any background on what Thundercats was about or anything like that?
Absolutely nothing.
Wow. Wow, that's how voice acting work was done back then, huh?
That's right. Yeah. I also did a cartoon called A Little Curious, which is still running on HBO. And I played a character called Pad, of Pad and Pencil. And it's a children's, well, they're all for children, but it's not an adventure thing, it's a teaching cartoon. And they have climatics, and they have cartoons, and they have real children. So, and that's still running, and I'm Pad of Pad and Pencil, and that's kind of great fun too.
We're here at the Philadelphia Expo Center in Oaks, PA, and we're at an event called RetroCon. This is the first year for it. How does it feel to be here at RetroCon?
It's lovely. It's a very nice venue, and it's fun to be here. It's going very nicely. Do
you have any favorite toys from like the 70s or 80s or anything like that?
I don't, and it's very hard to find a Pumyra doll to find one of those characters. They're very dear, and worth a lot of money when you find them because they're more scarce than Lion-O or any of the others that are more.
Right.
So if you have one, hold on to it.
Back when you had to do Thundercats, did you do the voice acting with other actors, or did you do it by yourself?
That was one of the nicest things about Thundercats. All the other cartoons that I've done since then, you stand in a room by yourself and you have all your lines written down and you do them maybe once, maybe 3 times, and go to the next line. Thundercats, we were all in a studio together, and we worked off of each other and with each other, and we had a ball. It was so much fun. It doesn't usually work that way anymore.
Right.
I'm sure that at one point, at one of the parties, that I met everybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
There were parties?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, we had a great time. Oh. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, when people look back on Thundercats, and they people who loved the Thundercats Ho, and all the other things.
Yes.
There was also a new series that was brought out. Were you ever asked to do any of the?
None of us were cast except for Larry, who played Lion-O, and they hired him to play the father of Lion-O, and then killed him off after the 2nd episode or something, which was a shame. But no, they decided they wanted younger people, younger voices, which is kind of ridiculous since we sound, like we sound. I mean, I do a lot of voiceovers, and whenever I play old women, I do the same thing now that I did when I was 15, and I played an old woman, and I sounded like this. So because that's not where my voice lies, it's all sorts of other things.
So you could still do Pumyra right now?
Oh, you bet I can.
Do you have a few lines?
No, I can't think of a single line, but I spoke mostly as myself, kind of very direct and very honorable, kind of, and full of piss and vinegar, kind of.
Well, that's the way it was back then, wasn't it?
Yes, we had a great time. That's all I can tell you. It was really fun.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us at ToonBarn.
It was a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.